along on a thrifting trip with me today. My favorite store, the SPCA of Brevard County. And look, 50% off pictures, lamps, and electronics. Let's see what we can find. And right off the bat, I found this really cute Margarita glass. It was $1. It has a restaurant logo on it, and so I did put it back on the shelf a couple of times, and then I finally picked it up, put it in my little basket, and I'm going to take it home and give it a little makeover. And then I found not one, but 2 storage jars, so those are going in my basket too. I can always use those for sea glass and beads and whatnot. Then I found this really, really cute vase. It's not antique glass or vintage glass, but it has a really cool shape, and it could use a little bit of, coastal bling. So that is going straight in my cart too. And look what I found. This lamp, oh my gosh, it's marked for $3 with a shade. It needs a little bit of TLC, but for 50% off, I paid $1.50, and you get a free lampshade with every lamp. So I found this really cool cork fabric lampshade. So that is going home with me too for a little makeover. And then look what I found. I don't know if this is a reproduction or if it's an actual vintage lamp. It's a floor lamp. It's missing the top to the, the top bulb, but look at that. Look at all that glass. It is absolutely gorgeous. I don't need a floor lamp in my office, but I'm buying it anyway, guys. It's a little big, but you know what? That's what convertibles are for, and it's a nice, bright, sunshiny floor today, so we are going topless. I'm going to be working on the lamp, the vase, and the Margarita glass, and the 2 storage jars are just going to go in my stash to use later. Got really lucky with this lamp that it came with the shade. This is cork. It's going to work perfect with this lamp. I think I paid $1.50 for this lamp. This is broken, but no, it's not. Look, I want to paint this black, and I'm going to paint this white. First thing it needs is a really good cleaning with 409 just to get all the grease and dirt. Then I mix up a batch of my homemade chalk paint, which is 4 parts paint, 1 part plaster of Paris, and a little bit of water to make a soupy paste. I use a soft chip brush to apply a light base coat all the way around except for the base, because the base I am going to paint black, and I let that first layer dry completely, and then I applied another thicker layer and really paid attention to all the crevices and make sure all those little dimples were covered up too. I don't have an exact recipe for my chalk paint recipe, but you can check out Our Upcycled Life on YouTube. She has a really, really good recipe. Once both paint layers are completely dry, I'm using painter's tape to tape off the body of the lamp so that I can spray paint the base and not get any overspray. Then I take it outside and apply 3 light coats, letting it dry in between each coat using Krylon matte black. Then I just peel off the tape and I'm ready to attach the lampshade, which I didn't really think through very well. It's actually the wrong kind of lampshade for this lamp. I thought I could use a harp and attach it, but what I ended up doing was just screwing in an LED bulb, which doesn't get hot, and then just setting the lampshade straight on the bulb, and it worked out fine. I love it in my guest room. It's the perfect size, and it's just really, really cute. See, it sits right on top of the light bulb. Now the vase I have mounted on my tumbler turner, and I'm going to be painting alternating bands of a colored resin. I'm using KSRESIN liquidy split, using a few mica powders. I have them split up into little plastic cups. I have mica powders, I'm using liquid resin dye, and then also some opal alcohol ink. And I'm just alternating the bands. I'm applying a little bit of heat just to blend everything and pop the bubbles, then just taking leftover resin and painting on some stripes. This was a really easy and fun makeover, and I think it looks great. I could use it for flowers or even kitchen utensils. I thought I would be able to sand off the restaurant logo on this Margarita glass, but I was also afraid I was going to scratch the glass a little bit too much. So I've just decided to cover it up with a little bit of my mermaid trash mixture and UV resin. Now I have a link to the video where I made the mermaid trash to teach you how to make it. It's great stuff. So there's a link in the video description. I'm just using UV resin and my mermaid trash in different layers. There's probably about 3 or 4 layers of each just to build it up a little bit. And then that's it. And then just cure the UV resin in between the layers. Then I'm just going to add a few little charms that I've made with leftover resin. I've got a turtle, some little shells, and then also little starfish. And I'm just going to use UV resin, a lot of UV resin, and my UV resin curing light just to make sure that they stay on and do not come off. And you know me, I've always got to be tinkering around. So I'm just really just adding a couple more little embellishments around that starfish and then around the turtle just to kind of jazz it up. I think it looks really cute. The UV resin works so well. The vase and the Margarita glass will go in my booth at my next art show. The floor lamp, that is staying with me. I have it in my art studio. It's perfect. It gives out a lot of light, which I need in my art studio. It needs to be cleaned. It's a little dusty. But you know what? It was marked for $15. I got it for half price. So what is that? $7.50? It's absolutely perfect. I adore it. I adore it. I am also keeping the 2 storage jars because you can never have too much storage. And I love storing little odds and ends in glass jars. I love glass jars. So hope you had fun with this video. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Bye, guys.